Hello guys, it's Shar talking, and today we're back for Star Wars event. The Phantasm Sky has a second part, and well, I didn't have time to make this video earlier, so I'll try to explain everything in a fast manner so you can get the best of this event. And well, let's just click here, and there's two new things here that you can check. There's, let me see, the EX stages that they go from easy up to super hard, and then we have three new stages: the special 1, special 2, and final chapter. I think that the only stage that we need to talk about is the special 1, special 2, and final chapter. The only thing about X super hard is just that it's very hard, easy to fast clean, and you can just use this to farm silver coins if you're in need of it. Okay, well, we have to check some stuff. Well, the first thing is the exchange booth. We have a lot of new items from this event, and the new items appears down there as soon as the items from the first part ends. And it's here. The first one item is the Yggdrasil branch. This one you got 2 of it, and you need 10 to get a new attack for your character on the potential force. So this is a must-have item. And then we have the Shalu. This weapon here, I will always even claim this so I can explain better. It's simply the worst weapon we had free so far in the game. Okay, I will just claim and click here to explain why it's the worst word. I will click on weapons collection so we can explain better. And this weapon should be here. Yes, you see, this is the Shalu. It has a physical attack of 1.6k. Let me check another weapon. This weapon here is like the fire version of the Falcatrois. You see, Falcatrois has average the same volleys, but the worst thing about this word is just that it doesn't have any passive skills. Even the Falcatrois has the Dark Fear 2 that may increase a lot of the dark element attacks, but this word here doesn't have any passive. The only thing that you have about this word here is that it has 50% increased damage in the event. And this may help people that don't have enough power to clear the stages. But there's one thing, you still need to limit break this weapon. These are the status limit break to the max. And it wastes a lot of resources in doing so. Okay, so let's get back there to explain some more things. We can check this word here on our inventory as well. Here, there's this. Here it shows the empty slot, but well, it doesn't have any passive. That's why I don't want to use this word. And also the damage is only heavy. It's not very heavy. It deals less damage than the Tremolo and this word for the Wording Shatters event. That's word here. That let me just show you guys. The other word is also better than this. This word here, Midnight Break, deals very heavy physical damage to all enemies. It's still 2 usages, but it still do more damage than 3 usages of the heavy one. And it also has the Candle Primer to increase attack and defense by some little more points, when compared to this word that it only deals heavy damage. You see, heavy, not very heavy. So that's why this is the worst free weapon so far. Then we'll just get back to the shop to explain more stuff. Yeah, we're back here. Also, another reason why I won't be upgrading this weapon, because this half-finished Shalu are used to upgrade the skill, and you see the cost is very, very high. It simply doesn't work for me. And then we have the Awakening Ember, the Awakening Pearl. The Awakening Ember is always a must-have. The Nameless Hero book is always a must-have as well. And then we have the Gold Mark II. The value here is better than compared to the Cliff event, so I recommend you guys getting both of these Mark II items. You also need these both items to level up the Mark abilities, and also these Ore, Glass, and Shard that are used to level up the skill as well. And now we have more hammers, and also this event gives us a lot of hammers. I don't know if you'll still be needing more hammers, but if you do, just get the 5-star and 4-star version. and don't mind claiming any of the other ones. The orb here is not as much value as other events because it's a little pricey. I don't recommend you getting. And the gold that uses gold coins may be worth if you are using the event weapons and you'll be stocking a lot of gold coins. This one may be good for people trying to farm gold, okay? But for people without weapons that give more drops of the gold coin, just don't get this purchase here to get gold, okay? The event on the Fridays are usually better for gold on average. Okay, now let's just get back. And we have another new stuff, and it's the mission board. In the mission board, we have a lot of new items. It's the large mission board, just like the Full Metal Alchemist event. And it's very easy. There's nothing very hard to claim. There's even that keep the enemy in the air for 5 seconds, but it's 5 seconds, not 10 seconds. This one was hard for a lot of people in the past event. And the other stuff are very easy. This one mission here is one that gives some people some headaches. There's some information on Reddit. And you need to clear the first stage called EX Easy with only a Valkyrie slot. So just bring your Lenneth or your Hakurei or your Alicia along and clear the first stage, okay? So you can just get this mission cleared. And all other missions are very straightforward, most of it is just like most of them always the same thing. The only different ones are this one that you need to defeat the phantom enemies from the very hard stage, and you need to use the fire element, and you also need to defeat using fire element as well here. And also Miura needs to be defeated with a lightning element. Cliff, you also need to use him at least 30 times doing missions because this mission number 15 asks you to clear any mission with Cliff 30 times. That's it, guys. This is the most stuff that has maybe difficult for people. I'll be posting a guide on Reddit, a test guide, so it's easier to check how to do missions that you are still not unlocked. Okay, so let's get back here and let's talk about the 3 last stages. Like, sorry, I've said something wrong. The Phantasm bosses that you face, the Star Ocean enemies, is the super hard, not the very hard one. And then we have the 3 last stages. The special one and the special 2 are just like the Fullmetal Alchemist and the Machi events. You have to face 4 golem bosses, and they can inflict a lot of debuffs, and they have a lot of HP, and there's 2 ways to deal with it. Just deal a lot of damage and kill them, or if you're not strong, you can use something here that increases damage to them. It is the 5-star event weapons in this event. I already purchased all of it, and they are here. The first one is this. You see, it's Golem Imitation Dark Effective. So it's a holy staff that will do more damage to the Golem from the dark element, just like the other events. This one here is a bow that will do more damage to fire golems. You see, heavy damage to golem. But you still need to limit break this to the max for the damage to be average, okay, or just good. And then we have the other stuff. It's this, or no, not this one. Let me just check. No, it's this one here, Arcana. It increases damage to the golem from the holy element. And the last one is the Mysterious Word. This Mysterious Word increases damage to the golem of the icy element. Also, this Mysterious Word is worth keeping only because it's a sword from the lightning element. If you don't have any sword from the lightning element, keep this sword if you have Leon, because Leon will get a limited skill in the future pets that will increase her damage and critical hit chance when using a weapon from the lightning element. And this is the only weapon from the lightning element I have besides the exclusive weapon for Liu, but she can use the Liu sword. Okay, then that's it. These are the weapons. We can just go to the special stage to talk about the order of the golems. I will just go here on the event Phantasm Sky. Okay, now just let me enter the special stage 1 just to show you guys the order of the bosses. Here, I will just choose any friend. Okay, now that we are here, you can check that it's the same as the last events. You face 3 normal enemies, the last one is red, and then when you reach the center, you need to decide which boss you want to face. So there's an order here, and I have an image to explain better, and that's what I'll be doing right now. You see, this image I posted on a lot of Facebook groups and also on the Discord and Reddit. You can see the bosses and the weakness in the word, the element that you can use against them. So this one is ice, the other lightning, darkness, and holy. Well, you need to decide the boss that you want to face based on either your own characters or your friends. Sometimes you have a friend that's just so strong that he uses Vorpal Shade, and then you can just go here and defeat this golem with 2 eyes. Or you can just use Killing and yours and your friend and just go here to the lightning, and other people that use lightning as well. We don't have any boss weak to fire, so this element is not used here. Okay, this is the special stage 1. I will retire here so we can check special stage 2. Let me just get back to the screen of the game, and let's enter the special stage 2. The bosses change their locations, okay? So that's why I need to do 2 images to explain where they are. You see that we start from a different point on special stage 2, and then we get here, and I can just show you guys. These are the elements and the weapons that you need to use on these golems. You see that the order is different. Okay, and then I didn't even check the friend I have here. And it's not exactly the thing I wanted. Let me just retire and start again. This squad I entered the stage is the squad I used for the last stage, the final chapter. For special stage 2, I use other squads. You see, as there are no enemy weak to fire, we can only choose either this Hakure that's using a Holy Sword, or this lizard that is using a dark type staff. I'll use this one here, and use my Wording Shattered squad. Okay, let's start. I'll defeat one golem just to show you guys. And I need to defeat the one that's weak to darkness. So let me just click here again to see which one is. And it's the one to the right. I will just click here and defeat the boss. Also, a good thing to do is just to, let me just decrease the audio, farm the Purify attack. Just increase it to level 4 so you can enter the boss stage with it on the max. That's always a good advice, guys. Just don't play with your AP. If you lose the battle, you won't be able to refuel or just revive because it costs gens, and gens is way better to use on refuel than on reviving on stage. Don't waste your AP, just enter the stage with your Purify Gauge on the max. It will help you a lot. Running both Lizard and Hakure is very good because they both increases the Purify attack, and it shortens the time that you waste raising your Purify attack gauge. You see, we are already on gauge number 3. Now I just do another simple run here. Okay, we are already on the max. Now these are the enemies that appears also on the Danmachi event. The Silver Knight drops the silver coins guarantee, and the Gold Knight it drops the gold coin guarantee. The values are very low, but at least it's a guarantee that you can rely on. Okay, now we have all the enemies down. Okay, now we start with the Purify attack. Oh, the boss will die here. You see, it's already done. It's very easy to farm this golem if you have enough strength and good friends. If you don't have friends, well, look for my posts on Reddit. I have a list of a lot of good people to add as a friend. They have a lot of good characters, and this makes everything easier if you have good friends. Okay. That's it. I got 220 of the bunny silver coin. Uh, the boss could drop a gold chest and drop gold coins, and it will be 660 gold coins. So that's why we say that probably the drop rate of the gold coin is 25%, because the chance of appearing is 1/4 of the chances, but the value is 3 times the value of the silver coin. So it's average the same. If you're farming here, at the end of the day, you have enough of the silver and the gold coin in same values, just because the drop rate from the gold coin is lower, but the value is triple. Okay, let's just finish here. Another point to add is just that the special stage 2 on this event is 7 AP. On the last Danmachi event or the Fullmetal Alchemist event, the special 2 cost 8 AP. So this one is the best place to farm for most people, unless you only want the silver coins. If you only want the gold coins, you want to go here on Final Chapter. If you only want the silver, you may only go to the super hard stage. Now I need to clear some of my space because I don't have enough slots on my inventory. Getting back there. You see, if you only want silver, people are saying the super hard is good. Or then you just go special 2. If you only want the gold one, you can go to the final chapter if you can clear this, because this battle is way longer unless you have a lot of the event weapons or just a lot of power. I don't have. I need to go this by the hand, and let's just show. I'll show you guys how I do it with this. You can use friends here, so this makes it even harder. And my squad is this one. Why I'm using this, you may ask. Well, the boss is weak to both fire and lightning. My Hakure is using the Hala Hala sword. It's from fire element. Iron Green is using ignite. All his attacks are from the fire element. I'm using healing because healing is all attacks are from the lightning element, and she keeps raising the purified gauge very fast. And she also uses the Shiruk as a healing. And Sina, well, Sina is a easy character to get. You can see that her attack is very low here because I don't have enough weapons to make it very high. But she's using the Schweltolite. The Schweltolite needs to be raised further. But by using the Schweltolite, I have a buff, and she also has been built to do more critical hit attacks and recover more HP. You see? Green and blue is the correct combination for Sina. That's what I'm using, and I will do this just now and show you guys how I defeat this boss. The battle is very long, guys, and I don't recommend you farming here unless you really want to get bored. I will be farming this special too. So let me show you here something. My Hakure doesn't have the Hala Hala maxed, so it's on level 1. I start the battle with the Bogatrion skill just to clear the front enemies. And then I'll save all my skills to next rounds. Okay. You see, that's how I start to talk about how this boss works. The first attack inflicted us with the freeze, the buff. It can inflict some other stuff like blind, but the second one caused a debuff on us. You can check here, it's a debuff. And the last one, I don't know what it does, but it's still a lot of damage. You see my HP dropped to around 40%. When the boss do this 3 AoE attacks, the next round he will only use a very weak attack and something to try to kill your buffs. So what I'll be doing here is just attack normally, won't be healing nothing, just attack normal. Okay, now the next round I'll be using my buff. You see this spell turn up, try to dispel you. Okay, so now I'll be using Sina to heal. The next attack for this boss won't be very strong, but it can do some damage, but it's not very strong. Okay, so you see the boss did an AoE damage, and this time he will do more AoE damage, but 3 times. This last attack was a single target and an AoE. The next turn he will use 3 AoE again. So my HP is a little lower than I expected, and he froze in my Sina, so that's why I'm not healing that much. So I'll use the Shuk here. Arnegreen is still saving for his Ignite damage. You see this 3 new attacks, they inflict different debuffs this time. It's blind, debuff to all your status, and the other one I don't know what it is. But we are debuffed now. I will wait for my debuff to be cleared and buff again to use the Ignite. It's not right now, so let's just attack normally. Okay, now the next turn we can use the buff. So we raise our status and use the Purify attack and Ignite with Arnegreen. You see, we're cleared from the buffs and we can use our buff. Start with the Purify attack. Now we can use the Ignite. And continue our attacks. This is the best moment for a nuke. You see, with these 3 attacks, he kinda cycled back to the start of the battle. It's the same attacks on the start of the battle, so these turns will just cycle itself to the first and second and third turn again. So we're very close to defeat this guy, and I still have 1 healing. I won't be needing. Again, this turn he don't do much damage. And we're just defeated this enemy here. You see that the battle may take a lot of time. It's why I don't recommend farming here. You may get bored and you may fail sometime and you just lose and waste your EP. But that's it, guys. That's how I defeat this enemy. You see, 200 of the gold coin. Well, there's nothing more for me to say. I do hope this can help you guys decide and plan about this event. And thanks for watching this guide so far. We see each other on the next video. Bye.